I like
because it's this persona how you're supposed to look as an individual.
I like that.
And it doesn't always fit every suit. But this is what they programmed us to do. Okay?
So when you say they,
who are they?
Who
are they?
I'm saying
Well,
about artist accountability.
I mean, you can.
Who are they?
They can be anyone you want to be, but you got.
Did the artist not participate?
And I'm sure
in
in some
own lynching.
right, but see, in some
No. Look, I have a question. So, if you had
Who wore the shiny suits?
Wait, I have a question. That's
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
thing. All right, so is it their fault that they was living in a peaceful community, building, branching, and developing the wealth within service for a service without fees, and then people came, grabbed them out of that surroundings, manipulated them because they never seen anything outside of the structure where they was at, and used that to take the land. Yeah. And we still back to the beginning, how we don't have what we deserve. So yeah.
But wait, that's
listen,
no, that's
accountability, yeah.
But again,
all around the corner.
I kind of want to get back to the they. Who are they? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time.
Institutions.
No, I'm just trying to say I think it's time that we kind of like
name
stop
people out
following the yellow brick road.
Okay.
And we stop dealing with the Wizards of Oz, because at this point I think it's a damn shame, you know, without using names too crazy and all that Chucky Berry or maybe Little Richard's great-great-grands is not going to eat off his catalog, but somebody who maybe just made an investment in him, like on the Herberwitz side or something like that. You know what I mean? His family will eat more so than the artist. I'm just trying to say that we saw certain signs. We saw how the party changed. You know what I mean? We saw the death of the house party. Like, we seen niggas begin to run up on the DJ, pull up the hammers on the DJ. We seen niggas drag the MC off the stage.
Take the turntable.
But I have a question. Wait. I have one question.
I'm just trying to say
No. That's a very valid point. But then when you look at the development of things, how many people got killed in a conscious rap party? And how many people met other brothers that enjoyed their development of talent and everything? Now, what type of venue are you talking about? Because if you're talking about aggressive rap and we talking about who got that, and it's a Movado thing, yeah, now it's going to get violent because you're mixing emotions, mood, aggression, and different things that we're going through in the struggle. But now that instead of compliments each other as a brother, we're competing with each other. So that's just like the Greeks putting us in the arenas with gladiators.
No, but honest be fact, I think it's a jewel. I think it's something that they instilled inside.
But wait a minute, didn't they say that's the spirit or the essence of hip hop? Like the battle, the aggression?
Wait, I thought it was the sharing of information. I thought it was the sharing of information because it started as a cipher. Nobody fought in a cipher.
No, but listen, I'm just trying to say the aggression, the aggression was always present.
It was supposed to be, to me, lyrical, uplifting, and motivational.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow, you heard what that brother said? That was slick.
Oh shit, I gotta come my A game.
Right. No, I gotta think harder. You see how he flipped that word? Yo.
Let me take that in the chin and let me do better.
But nobody got killed while we was complimenting the artist on his skill.
Do we know that though? Like, you know what I mean?
We make a lot of assumptions because there's a lot of different parts.
Not to say that
there's pros and cons.
And I just say, no, but listen, I just say that to say, let's be real. There's going to be a power dynamic in every community, whether it's the conscious community. I don't give a fuck what it is. We seen the Dungeon family have problems.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't matter
Fire.
what type of soul or the essence of the artist, like when it comes to this music and this business, there's going to be a difference. You know what I mean? At times when one feels like you said, I'm being separated further and further from my authentic pen, and it's now being more about targeted sales, targeted audiences, which is all right. But I just ask you two as artists, what's a no-go for you at this point as far as willingness to compromise the pen and the authenticity?
Well, I feel like when you have an idea, right, and let's say you bring the idea to life, when you go to a label, right, they like you based on the attention that you drew up by your idea, whether it was the video and the song, how you did a campaign or whatever. Now, when they bring you on, they have ideas for you. Now, here's the thing. Does their ideas complement the audience that you're reaching?
Facts.
And does that, because we've seen a lot of artists that went to a label and we liked them more independently than when we did when they was with the major, because it looked forced. Forcing it is the same thing like you said earlier with the shiny suits, because that looked forced, because that wasn't a natural. Now, that's like when we see Mace in Harlem, like Murder Mace, they loved him the most because that looked more authentic for the environment and where he was coming for at that point in time. Okay? And then later when he got with Puff and you seen him, we still love the lyrical content and the dance to it, but it was a different look. He
Because
sold
we see
it
through
in.
the gimmick.
But that was Puff.
Yeah.
But that was Puff creating, but he still was the major at that point. When Biggie was there, they loved Biggie for what he was doing in the park, the ciphers. Then they took him, they put him in Coogee. He didn't wear Coogies. He was wearing black hoodies. We can go back on YouTube. This has been documented.
Yeah.
This is no shots at the late,
Cosby
great.
sweater. It was the Cosby sweater.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. And I had the Cosby sweater.
Yeah.
Everybody brought
Yeah,
that. Why?
was the fashion.
Because it was part of hip-hop at the time. Like Cross Colors, Carl Kanai. We could guess Marcus Chabot. There's a million things I could name, but we're not here doing fashion. What we're talking about is every time has a season for everything. Like if you look at the fashion market, I told somebody this just the other day that's going to blow your mind. At one point, all women was wearing Reebok's classics. And the higher end for them was Jordans. The higher end and where they're starting out with is Yeezy. So you have to look at Yeezy to what he did to the market of not just the shoe game of what we normally see, but people that look at that as normal. I've seen people that just got here, didn't speak no English, and they had Yeezys on. She have on spandex, my nigga. Pretty girl.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know? So even if she don't speak English, she know Yeezy. So I looked at the amount of what he did on a national level from just how he started as Kanye West and graduated. Okay? But he had to advance being in different elements to make that happen. He had to be around Puff, of course, because Puff had Sean John, right? And you know he absorbed off that. He's seen the beginning of Rockaware. He absorbed off that. He's seen Dipset. He absorbed off that. He's seen all of these people, and the biggest one is Russell. So when he's seen the development, the influence and all the things, it was easier to have a starting point being around. That's like, it's not a cheat code because nothing's going to be easy, but at least you're by sources to gain information.